Welcome to Islamic Religious Studies for JSS 3. Today we study the rights of neighbors in Islam, an important topic in Islamic social ethics. Why neighbors are important in Islam? Islam places extraordinary emphasis on the treatment of neighbors. The Prophet Muhammad spoke so frequently about the rights of neighbors that some companions thought neighbors might even be given inheritance rights, so strongly did the Prophet emphasize their importance. Prophetic Hadith on Neighbors. Hadith 1, the Prophet said, "By Allah, he is not a believer. By Allah, he is not a believer. By Allah, he is not a believer." The companions asked, "Who, O Messenger of Allah?" He replied, "He whose neighbor does not feel safe from his harm." Bukhari and Muslim. Hadith 2, the Prophet said, "Jibril kept advising me to treat neighbors well until I thought he would give them the right to inherit." Bukhari and Muslim. Hadith 3, the best of companions in the sight of Allah is the one who is best to his companion, and the best of neighbors is the one who is best to his neighbor. Tirmidhi. Quran, Surah An-Nisa, 436. Worship Allah and join none with him, and do good to parents, kinsfolk, orphans, the poor, the neighbor who is near of kin, the neighbor who is a stranger, the companion by your side, the wayfarer you meet. Who is a neighbor in Islam? In Islam, the concept of NERDC-approved is broad. 1. Near NERDC-approved, a Muslim neighbor who is also a relative. Has 3 rights, the rights of Islam, brotherhood, kinship, family ties, and neighborliness. 2. Adjacent NERDC-approved, a Muslim neighbor who is not a relative. Has 2 rights, the rights of Islam and neighborliness. 3. Non-Muslim NERDC-approved, a neighbor who is not Muslim. Has 1 right, the right of neighborliness. The concept of neighbor extends 40 houses in every direction, according to some scholars. The rights of neighbors in Islam. 1. Right to your safety. Your neighbor must be safe from your harm, whether physical harm, verbal abuse, theft, or nuisance. The hadith above makes clear that harming a neighbor is incompatible with faith. 2. Right to your goodness, you should actively do good to your neighbor, not merely avoid harming them. Greeting them, helping in times of need, giving gifts. 3. Right to food. If you cook food with a good smell, you should share with your NERDC-approved or at least not cause them to feel deprived. The Prophet also said, "If you cook broth, soup, add more water and share it with your neighbor." Muslim. O Abu Dar, when you cook broth, add extra water and give some to your neighbors. Muslim. 4. Right to your assistance. Help your neighbor in times of difficulty, illness, death, hardship. 5. Right to privacy. Do not spy on your neighbor, look into their house, or intrude on their privacy. 6. Right to your respect. Do not speak ill of your neighbor, spread their secrets, or backbite them, ghibah. 7. Right to your care for their property. Guard your neighbor's property when they are absent. 8. Right to your visit and condole. Visit them when sick, congratulate them on happy occasions, and offer condolences when they experience loss. Neighborliness and modern Nigeria. In Nigerian cities, many people do not know their neighbors. Islam teaches that this is contrary to Islamic values. A Muslim should know the names of their neighbors. Check on them regularly. Share food. Help in emergencies. Nigerian communities traditionally had strong neighborhood bonds. Islam supports and strengthens these bonds. Remember, Islam places extraordinary emphasis on the treatment of neighbors. Prophet Muhammad spoke so frequently about rights of neighbors that some companions thought neighbors might even be given inheritance rights. Prophetic Hadiths. Hadith 1 equals Prophet said, "By Allah, he is not a believer." X3. Companions asked, "Who, O Messenger of Allah?" He replied equals he whose neighbor does not feel safe from his harm. Bukhari plus Muslim. Hadith 2 equals Prophet said, "Jibril kept advising me to treat neighbors well until I thought he would give them the right to inherit." Bukhari plus Muslim. Hadith 3 equals best of companions in sight of Allah equals one who is best to his companion. Best of neighbors equals one who is best to his NEIGHBOUR Termidi. Quran Surah An-Nisa 4:36 equals worship Allah plus do good to parents plus kinsfolk plus orphans plus the poor plus the neighbor who is near of kin plus the neighbor who is a stranger plus the companion by your side plus the wayfarer you meet. Who is a neighbor in Islam? Near NEIGHBOUR/JR Al-Karib, Muslim neighbor who is also a relative, has 3 rights equals rights of Islam/brotherhood plus kinship/family ties plus neighborliness. Plus adjacent NEIGHBOUR, Muslim neighbor who is not a relative, has 2 rights equals rights of Islam plus neighborliness. Plus non-Muslim NEIGHBOUR, neighbor who is not Muslim, has 1 right equals right of neighborliness. Concept of neighbor extends 40 houses in every direction. Rights of NEIGHBOURS, right to your safety. Your neighbor must be safe from your harm equals physical harm plus verbal abuse plus theft plus nuisance. Harming a neighbor is incompatible with faith. Plus right to your goodness/ihsan, actively do good to your neighbor, greeting plus helping in times of need plus giving gifts. Plus right to your food, if you cook food with a good smell share with your NEIGHBOUR, Prophet so said equals if you cook broth add more water plus share it with your NEIGHBOUR Muslim. O Abu Da when you cook broth add extra water plus give some to your neighbors Muslim. Plus right to your assistance, help your neighbor in times of difficulty equals illness plus death plus hardship. Plus right to your privacy, do not spy on your neighbor plus look into their house plus intrude on their privacy. Plus right to your respect, do not speak ill of your neighbor plus spread their secrets plus backbite them gibber. Plus right to your care for their property, guard your neighbor's property when they are absent. Plus right to your visit plus condole, visit when sick plus congratulate on happy occasions plus offer condolences when they experience loss. Neighborliness and modern Nigeria. Many people in Nigerian cities do not know their neighbors. Contrary to Islamic values, a Muslim should know names of their neighbors plus check on them regularly plus share food plus help in emergencies. Nigerian communities traditionally had strong neighborhood bonds equals Islam supports plus strengthens these bonds. Thank you for studying Islamic Religious Studies with us today.